Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing very well in stock market and also very well in your personal life. Well, now let's dive into it and do the daily analysis. Here if you see, then global indices all are ending up in red. You see here, this is the major bearishness since you can see 1.34% negative movement in Dow Jones. So it is clearly indicating that market is set to go negative. If you see the VIX, well, VIX has changed, even it has dropped down a little bit. So now market is looking stable, means it is not that much speculating market that it will go up and down hugely. So if you see whenever VIX goes up, the support and resistance based on the open interest will have a huge gap. You take it from the spot price also, that will also be having a huge gap. But when market goes down, or you can say even VIX goes down, you have to say VIX goes down, then the support and resistance gap will narrow down. That's what happened today. Weekly we are seeing that support and resistance gap, there were a huge gap, but today again it has come down. Let's see the Nifty movers. JSW Steel and Hindalco Industries. These two stock lose today, but earlier they were completely in a gaining phase. Even I'm expecting that after today also, or after few days also, they will again continue to grow. If you see the ONGC, GAIL, Indian Oil Corporation, NTPC and Coal India, these are the PSU stocks. So PSU stocks gained today. See the news here. Axis Mutual Fund, HSIL, Interglobe Aviation, Navbharat Ventures, NXT Digital Ventures, Indian Overseas Bank and Punjab National Bank had a good news. Well, other stocks news were also there, but it was a good or bad that market has to decide. Let's see the Nifty 50 stocks events. Well, Nifty 50 stocks event says that okay, these are the events which are going to come into the stocks. So based on these events, it may affect the Nifty directions also. And if you see here, UPL, Cipla and Dr. Reddy, these three stocks are going to announce. These are in which these companies are pharma companies, and you already know what is happening in the pharma. Even Dr. Reddy's are getting a lot of offers from government, so it may be possible that this will be gaining only, and these results will be way beyond imaginations. You can say good results will be announced. Whereas Asian Paints and Larsen and Turbo, these companies are also doing good. So tomorrow is the 12th. On 12th, you have to see the events of UPL and Asian Paints. If results comes good, definitely these stocks are going to go up, and it may affect the Nifty direction. And if result comes bad, you know what will happen, and that will also affect the Nifty's direction. So you have to be prepared in advance. If you are trading in other stocks, these events definitely you have to look out for. So some people even trade in mid cap and small cap as well. So you have to keep in mind that if this stocks goes up or down, then also your profit and loss may be affected. So now let's go and see the government events. So right now there are not much of the heavy events, you can say potential events which can affect the markets are there. So even if the event is small and the expected figures and actual figures had a huge difference, it will definitely affect the market. Market means Nifty or the stocks belong to whichever index. Nifty graphs, if you see, today there was a bearishness. Weekly there is not much of the bullishness is there. See the open interest graph. You see the bar height means open interest contract on call sides are more, and that is out of the money. So definitely people are selling on out of the money call side. It means they are bearish in the market. See the today's, there are very few people which have sold on put side, otherwise most of the people are selling on call side. They were squaring of the positions from higher strike prices, and they were making the positions on low strike prices. So they were narrowing down the gap since they knew that the VIX is going down. That's what the importance of the VIX. But if you see here, If you wanted to analyze other data, bank nifty, open interest engine, open interest volume, and other data, definitely you can download this file. This file will be available on my Telegram channel, so you can download it from there and make your analysis for trading in next. So to you, so that you can trade better in next trading session. See the FIIs, DIIs movement. FIIs are most of the time bearish, but even if you see the today, DIIs are also bearish. So market had to go down. Well, there is also not much of the reasons to buy in the market. That is also one of the reasons that people are bearish in the market, even big hand. See here, MF equity people have sold, whereas debt they are buying. Here you see support and resistance. That's what I was talking about. 14,800 and 15,000. 200 points gap is there for weekly support and resistance. This happened. Why? Because Nifty, you see the VIX has gone down. Means speculation has gone down. If speculation has gone down, definitely gap will narrow down. See the daily support and resistance. Today's support was at 14,650 and resistance was at 15,100. So again the gap is narrowing down. This is my profit and loss. That also you can see. Let me draw it on our chart. So if you see here, then this is the support and resistance as per the today's open interest, change in open interest. And if you see the weekly open interest, means OI data alone, then this is the support and resistance, 14,800. So you see the gap is narrowing down. So there are high probability that Nifty will be ending up in between this range. If you draw the support and resistance based on graph, then this will be the range. So here what I am expecting, that market doesn't have much of the bullishness on the reason to be bullish, so market will be going down only. So best strategy to implement will be, you can sell 15,000 and buy 15,100, so that if market moves against you also, you will be having a limited loss. So even though if you will be selling, you will be requiring very less capital, which is 29,742, and your maximum profit would be 735, which should be 2.47% of invested capital. Well, it is a good profit, because in next 3 days you can earn 2.4% profit. It is very good profit, and you are not taking major risk. Means like you are not taking unlimited risk or something like that, and there is very low chances that market will be going up. So this strategy will give you protection up to 15,009. From my trade, let me share my experience. I am trading for a long time, and from my experience, what is best for option traders is that you may take a directional trade, but I'll suggest you selling only. I'll not suggest you buying. Okay. The only thing which you have to keep in mind, that even though if market doesn't move in your direction and it goes against you, and you are already taking the positions 300 to 400 points away from the spot price, and it reaches there, or it tries to reaches there in next trading session, then it is better that you take some loss and square off that position. So you will not be holding on that positions for so long, and then you will be making some loss. That's what the mistake I did this time. Basically, I was observing that how I am making some mistakes, even though I sold out of the money. But whenever market was reaching against me, I was expecting that market will be bearish from yesterday, day before yesterday also. So the thing is, market was going a little bit up, and today again it has gone down. So even though I was correct doesn't mean, but if I would have squared of the positions on the same day, at least I would be saving my capital. I'd not be having much of the loss, even though I'll making next position on next day. Because what happens, if market suddenly, abhi market kahin pe bhi hone do, you see here only. Right now market is at 14,845. What I am saying, that market will not reach above 15,000. So I am selling 15,000 and buying 15,100, so that I will have limited loss, limited profit strategy. Abhi, if market moves up 14,845 to 900 or 950, then at the end of the day, means tomorrow at the end of the day, I should square off the position. I should not carry it over, because I'll be having a little bit less loss at least. Otherwise, if I'll be holding on to that positions, that it may be possible that it can break that level as well. There is very less chances, but less chances can also happen. But if you square off the positions, you will be able to sleep peacefully. And anyway, next trading session is going to be happening, and on that you will be getting a next opportunity, so you can make next trade. In that trade, you will be able to recover your losses as well, because you are not taking revenge. You are just letting market go wherever it goes, and whenever it is going in your directions as per your predictions, then you can at least make some positions and make some profit. So that's what my experience is, and that's what I would try to follow. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you are finding this video helpful, then hit the like button and consider subscribing this channel.